Oak Mountain State Park. Hey, this is Ralph Mann with Mann's Adventures, and I am currently at Oak Mountain State Park in Pellham, Alabama. It's about 15 minutes south of Birmingham, and it's at the bottom of the Appalachian Mountains. And as a matter of fact, this is the largest state park in Alabama. There are 10,000 acres. It's actually, to get to the campground is about a 5-mile drive once you enter the gate. But we are here. We're in campsite 24, and I'm going to be here for about 12 days. I'm down here on business, and so I hope to give you a full run of the entire campsite. I believe there are 3 different loops. They do have Wi-Fi. It is, as I said, the largest by acreage state park in Alabama with 10,000 acres. And for a short drive to Double Oak Mountain, you can see scenes like you would find in the Smoky Mountains. But I am here. We are at Site 24. And we are still happy campers, even though it is just a 30 amp electric and water, no sewer. Was a little disappointed. I actually thought it was going to be a 50 and water, but no sewer. I do have my poop dolly on the back of the camper, so I will be able to dump when I need to. I do have a fire pit here, but it's right next to the road. This is an older campsite, pretty nice, somewhat spread out, and of course I've got I can carry my water off if I need to. I've got the bicycle out, and it's kind of tight between the roads, but there's not a lot of traffic, so it's been pretty quiet. There is a bathhouse directly in front of you. I've not been down there yet. I'll try to check that out in a little bit. The picnic table has a little bit to be desired. You may notice that the seats are bowed quite a bit, but that's okay. It's just me on this trip. I do have the black stone out, my table, and I just put the one mat out today for this trip, since I am on concrete. Shouldn't be tracking a lot into the camper, but there's plenty of room. Didn't realize I was given instructions to come up this other road, and so I had to do a kind of an S back in. I had to come down this direction. I pulled forward right up here, and then I had to back down where my truck is and then cut the camper back in. If you ever get Site 24, it appears that you could have been directed to use this other road, and if you had come in on this road, you would have pulled directly in here where my truck is, and then had an easier back in. But I followed the directions from the office. People at the office were real nice at check-in. So I am here. I will be here for, as I said, 12 days. So I do hope to get more of the campground videoed for you, let you know more about the sites. They do have full hookups. I found out that the gentleman who pulled in next to me, he actually had 30 amp water and sewer, but somehow this site did not have sewer. But that's okay. I'm able to transport if I need to, and it's just me on this trip, so I shouldn't have too much of a problem. But looking forward to showing you around. We'll see what else we can find out. I do know that along with the 10,000 acres, they do have a golf course. I passed that on the way in. There are equestrian trails. There is camping for equestrians. So if you want to bring your horse, you could bring your horse and park over at the equestrian trails, and then you can still ride through those areas. There are a number of trails in the area. I did see a trail map at the check-in. It was $1 for the map. I did not buy it, but I think I'm going to go back and get that because I'd like to take a look and see what exactly is available. And maybe I can find some time to actually go run a trail or walk a trail. But I mean, let's not kid ourselves. I'm getting a little older. May walk a trail. But glad to be here, and I'll show you around a little bit more when I get the opportunity. If you find anything helpful, interesting, or informative in this video, we'd appreciate it if you'd go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like and the notification bar, and that way you'll be notified each time we put out another video. It really does help to grow our channel, and we really appreciate your support. All right, down here on this building is a pavilion. It does have lights and ceiling fans. No sides. There's a seating area here, fireplace. So if you wanted to have some folks sit around together, I guess you could. Not real clean, but it's not bad. There's a heater, propane heater for the winter months, I guess. And right out here beside it, or attached to it, you've got a water spigot, but then there is a laundry room. So here is the laundry room. 4 washers, looks like $1.50 each, and then 3 dryers, $1.50 each. Seen some people come in and out of here. This is the laundry room, and you know, it's the washers and dryers are nice and clean. So $1.50 a piece. This is the bathhouse, and ladies is on this side, men's is on the other. My camper is right there, so I'm real close to the laundry room, which I won't use, the pavilion, and then the bathhouses, and I won't be using these either. I use what's on the camper, but we'll take a look and see what they look like. This does appear to be a somewhat older campground. This is inside the men's restroom. You got a shower there, but you also have a handheld here for handicap. It is old, but it's somewhat clean. It's been recently used. We've got some older sinks. I don't know why the picture is a little fuzzy. I guess it's these fluorescent lights. But 2 sinks and a hand dryer, a urinal. And we're back outside. We're about to go take a look at campsites in the A loop, and then we'll take a look at the B loop. But before we get going, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about this campsite or campground. It is the largest state park in Alabama, and I believe it's 110 acres. It has all kinds of things. It has a day use area. Seniors 62 and older can access that for $2. It is $2 for children, $5 for regular adults, but there's a beach with a 74-acre lake on it and a sandy beach. They have cabins, 10 fully equipped cabins. They've got a demonstration farm where there are all different types of animals, and a petting zoo there as well. There are trail rides that you can do. You can actually even bring your own horses and camp over at the equestrian site. They've got a marina. They've got a BMX bicycle track And then there are a lot of bicycle roads for people in and out of here. They have golf. Matter of fact, they have a championship 18-hole golf course with driving range and putting green. You can do 9 holes or 18 holes, and that is open year-round. The beach is open seasonally, of course. They've got hiking, they've got mountain trails. There is a whole giant map of nothing but hiking trails. You can go fishing. There's at the pro shop of the golf course, they have all types of equipment. They sell items. They also have a grill there, so if you wanted to eat there. And then you've got camping that's open year-round. There is Loop A, Loop B. I'm currently in B. And then there is a primitive location, this area as well. And then there are numerous picnic places. There are even side roads with trails and picnics. So let's go take a look at, well, here we are. We came in the front gate. The little store and camping office is right there. You come straight down and you've got a sign. It also lets you know that each campsite, red means water and electric, green water, electric, sewage, and yellow is for tents. Section A is straight ahead, section B is to the left, and the Pioneer site is up that hill. I'm not sure how far up you have to go, so I may even just do that in the truck. But let's go take a look at section A. Moving into section A, and looks like they got a bathhouse right away. And here's parking for a tent site. And I'm not sure which way is the best way to go, but we're just going to stay to the right. But you've got tents around on the sides. I believe the same is true in B section. Here you've got another bathhouse. Yeah, that's a bathhouse. Not many people camped on this side. We'll just keep on going around, but that's a pull in or a pull through. There's a couple of those on the other side as well, or in B. They're almost like parking lots right off the side of the road, but this one's pretty nice. Got another bathhouse up this way. I've been impressed with the number of bathhouses on each section. Of course, there's more tent. This yellow tag is another tent as well. I apologize for the wind. All of a sudden it decided to start blowing. That's a little short back in. And we got another bathhouse down here. And there's a nice pull through. Like a camping spot with a tent pad behind it. Oh, and this is just the end of the road. And we'll head back. All right, we're back to the end of that road where I did the turnaround. So we're going to try and see what's this direction. We'll make our way around to the right. Another pull through. That one's seen a better day. Okay, and this is just a loop. No, it's not. It's a loop here, but then it goes this direction. This is a very tent-friendly campsite. It is camper-friendly, but not a lot of big rig sites. I mean, there's an adequate number, but it's not great big. And this is just a turnaround up with more tent sites up in the woods. There's a little bridge that carries you up to a tent site. There's another yellow tag, and then that goes up to a tent site as well. Back in and another pull through, if you will, with another back end here. So I guess if you were wanting to camp with somebody and camp close, you could do that. And I'm headed back up the hill, and more tent sites. And apparently this takes us back to the front. So we have made our way around. Unless I'm lost. No, I remember that car. We were going back out to the original sign, and it's kind of starting to cloud up and stuff, so I may hold off and do the B loop tomorrow for you, but I'll get it in while I'm here. Yep, we're back to We are pulling into the campground. We're going to go to Loop B, which is this direction. A is that direction. There are many sites. These are tent sites over here to the side. We're going to go down, and there is a trail dead ahead. It's called the Light Trail. This was done by a Boy Scout troop. It's Troop 514, I believe it was. Yes, it is. And got about a 180 turn here. These are tent campsites. Park down here and go up. This is one of 3 bathhouses. Campsites 6 through 19 are that direction. I did go into one of the bathrooms. I'll show that as well. But first loop goes that direction. We're going to go ahead and take the second loop, which is 20 through 38. This is where I'm camped, but there are, I believe, 5 roads through here. So we're going to go around through several of them and allow you to take a look. Some of these have sewer. They are all 30 amp and water, but some do have sewer. Not a lot of people here today, but I understand they are completely booked for the weekend. We're going to be up here on the right. These are actually pull-throughs, if you will. You can park side by side or along the side of this road. There's about 3 or 4 of those. There we are in 24, and we're going to go all the way around the main loop. They pretty much all have fire pits, back ends with a couple of pull-throughs, picnic tables. Some of them are a little on the warped side, but this is an older state park. I understand it's due for renovations, I believe starting in August of 2023. It's currently June. Little small camper. This is a bathhouse. You've got a loop here and trails. There are also tent sites down below there. But this is another bathhouse. There's one up closer to where I am. This is the outer loop that takes you on around, and then we'll do an inner loop as well. There's a playground over here, and there is tent camping over this way as well. There are many trails. There's another trail down there that connects over to the A loop. Again, more tent camping on this side. This is the bathhouse right behind or beside my camper. Again, more tent camping. And I'm going to actually loop up this way because we're about to get back to the first bathhouse. This is campsites 57 through 61. That's a short one, but if you've got a short camper, it'd be great. A little pull through here. This is the bathhouse I went inside and videoed. Again, there's our camper, and this building here is a pavilion, which also has a laundry on the side of it. I videoed that as well. And so there are a number of sites, and we'll go ahead and almost ran over a squirrel. We'll go ahead and loop back around, see if I can make my way back around to our camper. I may take the outside loop. Hi. Again, back around the bathhouse. And this is the outside loop that we could have come in first on. Pretty nice pull through right there. No sewer, but water and electric. This side would give you probably a little bit better wood view, and there's still trails here. I did get a trail map. They sell those for $1, but this is 110 acres, so there are numerous trails throughout. So we've been around both of the outsides and a couple of the insides. Well, I am still at Oak Mountain State Park in Pellham, Alabama, but I had to move sites. They were kind enough to extend me one more week. but my site was taken. They gave me one for a 38 footer, but I was able to get it in here, and I'll be here for one more week. But I'll give you a quick look around this site. It's a little tight, but we managed. Not a lot of room for the steps there, and I still have to set up the blackstone, but this one is a little bit more shaded. A little tight back here, so you can see how much space I've got for the tree. I could have probably scooted over a little bit more, but the way you back into this site was pretty much an S curve, and so I didn't want to keep pulling up backwards and forwards. This one though is a full hookup. It is 30 amp electric, but it does have sewer, so I'm gonna get the sewer set up so I can be able to dump now. The other one did not have sewer, and I had to pull on down this road almost to that white Class C, and then S curve back into here, dodging the post. But we got her in, and we're here for another week.